This is Joe Maciarz from Tutoring Enterprises. Today I'd like to talk about the standard form of quadratic equations. Specifically, I want to talk about what does A do. Let's go take a look at the graphing calculator. I've shown you this on a couple of other videos already, so I'm not going to go over too much detail. I'll just show you a few things. We have some parameters here, A, B, and C. I've already animated A. We'll take a look at that in a moment. I am doing something a little new here. I've got, instead of y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, I've got f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And by the way, this is our quadratic equation. This is our standard form. A, B, and C are the parameters. We've got three terms on the right-hand side. The right-hand side refers to the right of the equal sign. And f of x is basically our y, and it's on the left-hand side. So there are four terms in this equation. The f of x is a convenient way to talk about an equation and allows you to use it in multiple other equations. We're going to use it here to graph the line. That's the equation right there. It's a quadratic equation. We call this a parabola when we graph it. We're also going to use it here. This is going to identify this particular point. Now this point is called the vertex in the parabola, and it's given by the formula, and some of you will recognize this, the x value negative b over 2a, right there. Let's see if I can highlight that. There you go, negative b over 2a. And then this is the advantage of using the f. We can actually tell it that we want it to find the y value when x is equal to negative b over 2a. And there's nothing more to very much to doing that. Let me go ahead and just show you this. Do note, though, that this treats this as a parameter as well. It's this equation that actually will graph it out. But let's go make a new equation, and I'll just talk very briefly about, and in fact, let's just do, we can do g of x, for example. And we can even do the exact same equation. We can type in ax. Now, to use a power, what you're going to do is you're going to hit the Shift 6, that's the caret key, and we're going to put in a 2 there, and it's going to stay in that until you hit the down key. Once you hit the down key, it'll turn back into the normal mode, and we'll put plus bx and then plus the c. So we've got the exact same thing. You'll see that this is also a parameter. It's not doing anything in this particular case, but that's how you would type this in. So let me go ahead and now just delete that because we don't really need it. What I wanted to show you was what A does. And A we've set up as a parameter. And here it is. It's going to go from -2 to 2. And we're going to again go by 81 steps in the discrete range. So let's hit OK to that. Alright. One other thing I wanted to mention, the point that we've got here, remember that comes from setting up a new equation from the template, and when we do that you normally have, and this is in Cartesian coordinates, you normally have this parameterization material here that I've cut out. Once you cut that out, it turns this basically into a point. It's a matrix form, but it does the job. That's our x-coordinate, that's our y-coordinate, and it's that particular point. Remember that when you want to mess with the point, you go to the inspector, and you can color the inside of it and change the shape of the circle and change both colors if you like, whatever you'd like to do. Also the line itself, let's go click on that. You again hit inspector and you can hit this color here and you can choose all these different colors. I know on the movie that you're seeing right now you're not seeing very many different colors here. I think that's a compression artifact of the movie, but trust me, on your graphing calculator there's various colors here that you get to choose from. Okay, let's very quickly go look at what A does now. We'll click on that. I've got it set right now to A equals 1. In fact, I've got A equals 1, B equals 1, and C equals 1. You might wonder why I didn't choose B equals 0 and C equals 0. And the reason I didn't is because, well, you're going to see some very odd behavior from what you might have expected this to do. So let me just hit the play button and we'll take a look. And what we can see is there's a lot of stuff going on here. Effectively, the C value is fixed at 1. That's our y-intercept. That's that value right there. That's really not too special, so I didn't actually make a point to sit there because it, of course, would do nothing at this point. But you can see some of the behaviors of A now. It's affecting a number of things. It's affecting where the vertex is occurring. It's also affecting whether it's opening up or down, and it's also affecting its width. Okay. Now the interesting thing is that this is sort of oscillating about a particular line. I shut off that line. You might remember in the other video I told you all you had to do was click on this little thing here to turn it off, and I said we would use that, and here we are using it. That line is y equals bx plus c. When a is equal to 0, this is the line that you get. Now if you watch what's going on, you'll see that the parabola, the green curve, will effectively turn into, momentarily, there it went, into the red dashed line. And that's when a is equal to 0. If we click on this, you'll see that to be the case. Here we'll look up here, we'll see a changing. And now a is a positive value, so the graph is opening upward. It's becoming smaller, it's widening, and then boom, when a is equal to 0, it's the same as the dashed line. Here, a is negative, and it opens downward. So these are some of the features we're going to see associated with a. When a is negative, it opens downward. When a is positive, it opens upward. The reason that the vertex is moving, and that may be the surprising point to what you're seeing here for some people, is because the vertex itself is given by negative b over 2a. So if you start messing around with a, you of course are messing around with where the vertex is, and that's exactly what's happening here. The next video I'm going to show you what happens when we mess with b, and then we're also going to do a video where we change c and see what happens. So let me go ahead and just show you the little information backing here. This is A Tutoring Enterprises. My name's Joe Maciarz. The website's at www.tutent.com, and my email is tutent@nebraska.rr.com. My phone number is 402-421-3536. If I can help you with some math or some physics, please give me a call or write me an email. I do online tutoring with Skype. And thanks for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it.